So for this gathering, please welcome Randy Rolfe.
Hello, thank you. Thank you so much, Ruben, and thank you all for joining. I'm excited to share my PowerPoint here. And I've been teaching and writing about nutrition for over 51 years now. It's kind of crazy. But I want to tell you a little bit about my background. I discovered NIKKEN 25 years ago, and it was mainly because of the energy, creating the right energy environment for a good night's sleep. And the reason I knew this was so important was that as a young lawyer, we had helped people fight the New York State Power Company that was putting ultra high voltage transmission lines across their land. So we heard the judge expand how much the land they had to buy to protect people from the electromagnetic pollution that these things were putting out. And also the house that we had there had no concrete or any basement floor. So we weren't blocked from the natural energy of the earth. And we noticed when our friends came to visit, they said they'd never slept so well and they had more energy all day. And we knew it was because we weren't blocking the good energy of the earth. So that was why I first fell in love with NIKKEN. But I also had a background with my great uncle. This is Scott Nearing, who's actually famous for his organic gardening and his simple living on the coast of Maine. And he lived to 100. So we'd wanted to definitely do that. So I decided that while I was in law school, I would learn about nutrition. And eventually I got certified. And being a corporate lawyer, I kind of noticed some interesting things that who is looking after our food? Of the 30,000 food manufacturers, the top 100 earn 70% of all the profits, and the highest profits come from the highly processed food products that are low in nutrition and laced with non-food chemicals. And 3/4 of the most profitable corporations, they're in oil, chemicals, and tobacco, are the major players also in food production. So you know that our health is not their highest priority. The FDA is responsible for stopping false and misleading claims, but not overall food quality. And the U.S. Department of Agriculture focuses on farming practices and contamination, and but again, not overall food quality. There are over 2,000 untested chemicals found in packaged foods, and the companies can add more as long as they tell the regulators that the chemical is recognized as safe by the industry. Now, the FDA and the Department of Agriculture do set up the RDAs for daily intake, but it's based on a typical healthy American, not on the old or the young or the infirm. So we have to look out for our own food quality. And studies show that over 70% of American adults today are taking daily food supplements. So why do they do that? Well, because our soils are depleted. After 100 years of watering them and using artificial fertilizers, it's significantly depleted in vitamins and minerals. Popeye eating his spinach would not be as strong today as he was 100 years ago. And over processed foods, we lose fiber, vitamins, minerals, and enzymes that are normally in the foods. Many people have nutritional deficiencies and don't even meet the RDA requirements. Our sedentary lives require fewer calories, but many of the same nutrients. We also lack variety and balance in our daily diets because we're all on the run, and we're all biochemically individual, which means some of us need maybe even 20 times as much of certain vitamins as another person. Also, there's a toxic burden from all the pollution in our air, water, food, clothing, personal care, and so on. And chronic stress is everywhere, and that increases the need for certain nutrients. Aging and illness reduce our digestion and assimilation powers. And the purified sugar, fats, and proteins in refined foods cause progressive damage to the liver, brain, and gut. So that's the reasons we all need to supplement. And along comes NIKKEN with their whole food philosophy to be as close to nature to support the body in its own healthy processes. It's organic based so that all the contents are maximized for organic, and it fills in the nutritional gaps and brings us closer to nature where the body knows best. So the 10 special advantages of NIKKEN's Kenzen Wellness program are these: pharmaceutical grade processing. Most nutrition companies don't go that far. You have to turn the drum a lot longer to make sure that in every capsule or tablet is exactly what's on the label. It's really important technologically. Then physiological quantities. There's no mega dosing. Well, I used to counsel for natural food stores, and people would come in and say, oh, I need more B6. But if they're not getting the other things, they can actually develop a deficiency of B2 if they take too much B6. So NIKKEN has looked at all of that. Things are physiologically balanced. Also, they are synergistically put together so that they work together to support the systems, that they're not distorting how the systems work in the body. The labels are clear and transparent and online. That's wonderful. Priced competitively, even though these are really premium products, but they're competitively priced, and organically based, which means no genetically modified organisms, no hormones, no antibiotics, no pesticides, herbicides, endocrine disruptors, heavy metals, or irradiation, and minimal fillers. We then just fill up with junk that's not nutritional. And the whole philosophy supports innate healing by the body, not just addressing symptoms. And I particularly like this, becoming from an Asian tradition. NIKKEN definitely focuses on gut health, which helps with appetite regulation, steady energy, reduced cravings, and weight control. And finally, NIKKEN is sensitive to personal preferences. So whenever possible, the supplements are vegan, gluten-free, kosher, or paleo. So that's very exciting. They've really thought of everything. So this diagram I love, that Mary Bowser, one of our wellness consultants, put together to describe how our 14 supplements support the 6 major systems of the body. At the core, the core system supplies all of the systems, but then we have the gastrointestinal, the nervous system, the cardiovascular system, the immune system, and the musculoskeletal system. So I'm going to quickly run through all 14 so you'll get a sense of what's available and how wonderful it is. So the core system starts with the daily 4, and these promote all the types of water-soluble and fat-soluble antioxidants, all the red, orange, yellow, tan, and green vegetable phytonutrients, all the vitamins and minerals that are recommended by the RDAs. And the women's formula has special herbs that are good for women's particular needs, Don Quai, grapeseed, and others. And for men, the Sal Palmetto, the green tea, the Pygeum africanum, for healthy prostate and other male needs. So this daily 4, and that's 4 tablets a day, that's why it's called daily 4, promotes metabolism, cardiovascular health, immunity, brain function, hormone balance, and it actually is time-lapsed. So you can take it in the morning and it's still working through the day. Next is the KBB, the Kenzen Vital Balance Meal Replacement Powder. And it contains 1/3 of all the recommended daily allowances. It's not a high protein drink. It's just the standard about 18 grams of protein that are required for 1/3 of your daily meals. And it's the organic pea protein is easily utilized and totally vegan, of course. And then we have billions of the beneficial bacteria that are specially balanced and encased, so they go to your gut. They don't get destroyed in your stomach because they're encased. Also, we have a high concentration of the medium chain triglycerides, which has been found to even out energy flow by providing ketones to the brain. So that's really important. It helps with weight control and appetite, but it nourishes the brain in a way nothing else can. The powder also includes moringa and organic vegetables, monk fruit for natural sweetness, and it's vegan and kosher. And it tastes great. And so it fits with any kind of smoothie you want, or just in Pie Mag water from NIKKEN. Next are the perfect food, the jade greenzymes. I say this is the best of the vegetable world. And it's a full balance of live enzymes because it's picked at the peak of freshness and cold pressed to maximize the enzyme activity. And the enzymes oxidize any dangerous fatty acids, remove waste, and help maintain bones and tissues. And it's been grown, or as I said, organically. NIKKEN worked with the family that first discovered the amazing value of the young barley grass. And it's organic, kosher, and vegan and gluten-free. Next is the Siaga. I call that the best from the fruit world. Mackay berry, elderberry, blackberry, raspberry, blueberry. These are all berries that have been found to have a really high auric value. And the Siaga stands for cardiovascular, immune, antioxidant, gastrointestinal, and adaptogenic. That's about stress. So these berries do all of that, and it tastes great. It's an easy powder to use, and it's rich color, just like the berries. Moving on to digestion and the gastrointestinal system. This is one of my favorites because it's 420. It's 20 different natural food source digestive aids that help digest all 4 major food groups: protein, fat, digestible fiber, and carbohydrates. And so it works to improve your digestion and absorption, which tends to fade a little as we age. And the way many people eat, it makes a huge difference to just supplement their digestive juices. And I love this list at the end. It contains no dairy, preservatives, salts, sucrose, soy, wheat, yeast, corn, nuts, gluten, artificial sweeteners, colors, or flavors. And you've probably seen those labels on others where they say, may have been processed in a facility that processes soy or gluten or peanuts. So NIKKEN goes the extra mile to know that this has been purified without any other things and antigens invading. Then we have lactoferrin, which is what mammalian milk, what mother's milk has in it to help build the digestive system of a newborn. And this is in our bodies. It's in almost all our membranes, but we make less of it as we get older. And NIKKEN has purified it, so it's lactose and gluten-free, and it's synthesized with inulin and ginger and turmeric and rhodiola, all work together for antioxidant and anti-inflammatory effects. And people get amazing results with the lactoferrin. Next is the, gosh, I can't actually see it. It's the, is this, I have some kind of red, some kind of band across. It's the 6 herbs that help with the detoxing, right? That's the detox. Wait a minute. Yeah, detox. I'm sorry, I just can't see the detox. If it's
Cleanse and
proprietary,
detox.
yes, synergistic complex of 5 different herbs from all different healing traditions and verified by science as well. So they all work together to help the body eliminate toxins, heavy metals, waste products of normal metabolism, and support the liver because it's the major detoxifier. And this too, all these are organic herbs. So it's an amazing detox, and many people, it's a gentle, so it's not like you're gonna evacuate in 3 days. It works very gently but effectively, working with the body. Next is clarity, and this is for mental acuity, memory, and cognitive function. Again, herbs that have been known for centuries, but also verified by science. So it's ashwagandha, the purple corn for brain health, periwinkle leaf, bacopa leaf, and ginkgo leaf, all been known for a long time. And in this particular composition, they are actually fermented to make them much easier for the body to assimilate and utilize. Again, all organic. Then we have bergisterol, which is known to maintain levels of blood glucose, cholesterol, triglycerides, and blood pressure that is already within normal range. And it's a concentrate of red oranges that are organically grown in Italy, which is very exciting. So if you have any issues about cardiovascular, this is such a good prevention. And next we have the BDC. Oh, no, I'm sorry. This is the DHA, omega-3, which is not sourced from fish oil. Some of the fish oils on the market are awful, and we're actually depleting our fish just for their oil. So not a good idea, but they went to the flaxseed, and that's what's in the picture, and cranberry seed and special algae that are very high in the omega-3, and that helps lower the omega-6 that is in too many of our processed oils. So it helps with brain, eye, nerve, and heart function. And next we have the immunity, and it's like an umbrella for your health. 14 different mushrooms from around the world, each structurally different to support different parts of the immune system. And 6 of the strains are proprietary to NIKKEN, grown in organic laboratory conditions. And it's rich in the alpha and beta glutens, which are now being recognized as very helpful for the immunity. So then we have the BDZ, which is for bone mineral content and density. And it's combined with a unique marine plant complex that supports bones along with K2, vitamin K2, and helps with using your minerals properly. And again, it's organic. It's quite amazing how they've done this. And then we have a calcium complex, and NIKKEN got it from the best source that nature invented to give calcium to growing mammals. And it's combined with D3 and manganese and boron, which are all needed to use the minerals properly in the bones. Then finally, we have our joint, the acetylmyristoliate CMC complex, which is found to be uniquely helpful keeping joints functioning well. And NIKKEN worked with the family of the doctor who discovered this. And so we have a proprietary process for maximum effectiveness. Supports collagen, bone, and connective tissue repair. And it also has the more familiar glucosamine, MSM, and boswellia plant that have been used for a long, long time for joints. So I urge you to get a wellness subscription, stay on top of your supplements, never get caught up short, and save 10% as well. NIKKEN supplements are packaged a month supply each, but you can adjust it anytime you want with 3 days notice. And we're in our 70s, and we have been using supplements since 1971, and NIKKEN supplements since 25 years ago. And they really hold us in good stead. And I have so many happy customers and clients that basically swear by our supplements. So it's all about NIKKEN energy and active wellness. So thank you for letting me share.
Thank you very much, Randy. Very well done.